to turn into a vision. To educate new generations is our mission. Ears to the streets, yeah, we steady politicking. If it ain't about the change, mind your business.
Now wait again, minute. Wave your hands with it. Wait again, minute. Wave your hands with it. Now wait again, minute. Wave your hands with it. We top picks like we all up on the gram with it. Now wait again, minute. Wave your hands with it. Now wait again, minute. Wave your hands with it. Now wait again, minute. Wave your hands with it. We top picks like we all up on the gram with it.
Hello, everyone. This is Miss Go Getter with Wait Again a Minute podcast. And today I'm here at Victory Rivers sitting with one of the owners, Mr. Wiggins. And we're here for Shout Out Your Business. How you doing today, Mr. Wiggins?
Doing pretty good, Shantae. How you doing today?
Good. So we want you to introduce yourself, your business, and all you have going on to our audience.
All right. Well, my name is Major Wiggins. I'm part owner of Victory Rivers Burger Bistro here in Portsmouth, Virginia at 1915 Victory Boulevard, about 3 or 4 minutes from the casino, the new casino, Rivers. As far as the lounge, it's a cigar lounge, a multi-purpose cigar lounge with a top-notch restaurant that provides entertainment, adult entertainment for 30 and over. We also do a lot of networking, philanthropy, etc. So really, to be honest with you, we started off as a cigar lounge, decided to go to a whiskey and wine specialization, realized that we needed a real restaurant to kind of back that up with the concept. Partnered with the Gourmet Burger Bistro, did a joint venture here as partners, and the rest, I guess they say, is history.
Okay, so what makes Victory Rivers different from the other cigar lounge other than you say you added the restaurant, right? So are you saying that's not normal for cigar lounges to have restaurants?
That's a great question. Generally, cigar lounges are just places for leisurely cigar smokers to go and kind of just kick back. You normally see a little area with some nice couches, a couple tables, maybe a couple TVs for fellowshipping. It's not the norm to actually have alcohol, wine, and food. That's not the norm. Through my travels, I frequent and have frequented cigar lounges pretty much all over the world, from Brazil to Montreal, Canada, to Houston, Texas, to Atlanta.
Well, that's interesting.
And places like that have multifaceted cigar lounges, where when you go there, you're going to get some great wine, you have great spirits, you're always going to have some entertainment, and you're going to have great food included with the cigar lounge. Okay,
so basically you're saying that's something that you saw in this area that was missing.
It was missing. In the 7 cities, my wife and I like to go out and try to, hit different venues. Right. We don't like to hit 4 or 5 different spots in one night. So it's kind of hard to find, one lounge you can go to and get all of the above.
Okay. So how long has Victory Rivers been here in Portsmouth, Virginia?
We've been open for 6 months as of last Thursday. We opened March 10th.
Oh, congratulations.
So we're brand new. Thank you. Appreciate that. It's been a great 6 months. And look forward to being here for a long time.
Okay. So other than, can people come here, rent? Is it a membership? Is it anyone can come? How does it operate as far as guests coming?
Right now, we have an open policy for 30 and over.
Okay.
We do, as far as dress code, it's kind of an unsaid thing for adults. It's almost like we tell people dress like you're going out to dinner with your spouse.
Okay.
And it kind of works.
Okay.
As far as, I lost my train of thought. What was your
question?
Membership?
Do you have to have a membership for the cigar lounge area?
Right. Now, membership is something we're actually working on. Okay. We're planning on actually releasing that sometime in September. Okay. As you probably noticed, we have some beautiful Spanish cedar lockers already ready. Beautiful in here. They're actually right now just getting ready to have cigars stored in them. Okay. A certain process you have to implement when you get the lockers. So right now we're doing that.
Really? For the cigars?
Absolutely. Okay. Those are actually humidors. So you gotta have to prepare them before you actually allow people to store their products in them. Cigars are very meticulous. You'd be surprised, 200 sets of hands normally touch a cigar before it actually hits the counter. It's a very meticulous process. Okay. So people take them very serious. Some of them can get expensive, so you want to take care of them. And the process of taking care of them involves humidity and temperature, so you want to store them correctly.
So how long have you been into cigars?
This is my 12th year.
Okay, so what is the main thing or the reason that got you into cigars? Like, what is the big deal about cigars? I've been hearing everyone now, it seems like that's the trend. Would you consider that a trend, or is that just something we just wasn't aware?
I would say it's trending. I would definitely say it's trending. A cigar is probably the best diversity plan ever invented.
Okay.
It transcends politics, religion, race. It simply slows you down.
Okay.
You follow me?
Okay.
I mentioned earlier, 200 sets of hands touch a cigar before they ever touch the counter.
Okay.
That process alone is something that smokers, as you get into smoking cigars and become more experienced, you really get into. You get into where it was actually grown at, what type of climate it was grown in. You follow me? Whether it was grown in the valleys or the hills, you get into those aspects and the different tastes. Cigars about notes and taste.
Okay. So the different locations of the growth of the cigar, what's the difference in if it was in a valley or if it was in a hill?
Well, I mean, you got places like you have Dominican cigars that are actually grown more in valleys.
Okay.
Where the climate is a lot more moist than other areas like Nicaragua. You're gonna taste that. It's gonna taste a little bit more cedar, a little bit more oaky, oak, a little bit more oak taste than ones that are grown in Nicaragua. You have 3 different levels of leaf on the cigar. You got the outer leaf, you have the binder. When you look at these things and you lay these different tastes over each other, it's a profound experience every single time you smoke a different cigar.
Oh, okay.
It's really about the taste, the notes, and then you get into the wine piece. We added wine and whiskey because you pair these things together and the different notes start tasting different. It's almost like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich by itself compared to peanut butter and jelly sandwich with milk. That's a whole different experience. So you get some wine or some whiskey and a good cigar, and you kind of pair them up, and those notes hit each other. It's a whole nother experience.
Okay, because I always look at a cigar as being sexy.
Right.
To me, it's sexy because now you even having more females starting to smoke cigars, and it's kind of sexy, and it looks much better than smoking a cigarette.
Great point.
It looks much better, but it has like a thing of maturity, like you're just so mature, but you're sexy. You seem educated, professional. It's like when I see someone smoking a cigar, it's like I get all those vibes from that person smoking, because it's like you can't just be like, you have to be like, I mean, I don't know. But for my birthday last year, I did have a section for cigar smokers, and there was some people there that never smoked a cigar, never been around a cigar, but they said they enjoyed it.
It's something therapeutic about a cigar. You follow me?
Right.
A lot of people actually meditate when they smoke. A cigar, unlike a cigarette, takes an hour and a half, depending on how big the gauge is, can take up to 3 hours to smoke a cigar. So when you're sitting down and you're actually smoking a cigar, it actually makes you slow down. It slows your breathing down.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, to sit down and smoke a cigar is actually an experience. That's why you find in the past, a lot of men would gather at cigar lounges. Hey, let's get up, watch the game, go to the lounge. When we're sitting there, we're forced to sit down and have conversation. For that hour and a half to 2 hours, you're across from each other. And on another point, when you come to a cigar lounge by yourself, the true fascination of a cigar lounge, other than being now the new golf course, is when you sit down at the table and there's 3 other people around you. I just remind you, it slows you down anyway. Right. You're going to be there for an hour and a half.
Right.
Some type of conversation is going to spark up.
Right.
Networking comes out of those kind of conversations.
Yeah, I heard a lot of networking come out of that.
A friend out in Nebraska who measures the gross income that comes out of these relationships in his lounge. If a contractor meets an investor and they build a relationship, they're members of that lounge, they're corporate members of that lounge, they allow them to track these numbers, and these numbers are through the roof.
Oh, wow.
People meet, they talk, they do business, and it ends up being good business and good friends.
Okay, so I know you have the patio. The patio is lovely. You have a patio section attached to your lounge. Now, when people come that might not know about the cigar, might not even know you have a cigar lounge area, but they're coming because you have a DJ or you have the live music out there on the patio. Do you guys talk to them about it or try to educate them about, hey, we got a cigar lounge inside. Let's talk about cigars.
Absolutely. I think cigars, our wine, and our whiskey, we synonymously try to educate people on all 3.
Okay.
That's very important to us. The experience in itself of smoking a cigar, and I think you made mention to when you see people smoking it, it's kind of like it gives them a little prestigious look.
Yes.
That's where it came from. I mean, I
Okay.
remember when I'm 54 years old. I remember when I was young, the first people I seen smoking cigars was very successful men.
Right.
They had on suits. Every time I would see them, they would have their cigars, and I already knew that was a point, like a status symbol.
Right.
You know, even when I
Right.
was young. So, fast forwarding 40-some years, I think it's kind of transcended that
Right.
social thing where you don't have to be a millionaire to go buy a cigar and sit back in the cigar lounge.
Right.
Now it's one of those things where culturally it's everywhere. As far as the sexes, females now have actually, to be honest with you, almost taken over the culture. It's a stylist culture.
Okay.
You know, there's hats involved, there's clothes involved, there's style involved, and it's something that as you become an older adult, and you experience your success, is something that people tend to kind of gravitate towards.
Okay. So exactly, what would you tell the audience, those that have not been to Victory Rivers? Look into the camera. What would you tell them about Victory Rivers, why they need to be here on Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, all the days you're open?
First of all, everyone needs just a break. And I think Victory Rivers is just that. It's a time to really get away, kind of let your hair down, relax. You're going to be able to come in and experience not just some great food, not just some great spirits and wine, but also just, some live music. We do jazz, we do R&B, we have reggae first Fridays, reggae at the Rivers. We just try to be kind of eclectic the way we approach our entertainment. So I would always, I'll tell anybody, Victory Rivers sells ambiance. If you're looking for somewhere you can actually come, relax, you don't have to look over your shoulder. It's an older crowd. It's always something to do and get some good food. Then Victory Rivers Burger Bistro is definitely the place to be.
Okay. And so what events do you have coming up here at Rivers?
We actually, this Friday, as an older hip hop, we're celebrating 50 years of hip hop. And of course, we're big on the culture. 50 years of hip hop being a staple of our community that came from struggles and that came from our social economic position out of the Bronx in 1973 is something they said would never be here this long. Now you turn on the TV, when you walk outside, you open the paper, open the magazine, it's in everything. So we want to make sure we provide an ode to hip hop and give something back to the community so that we really care about the culture. We decided to bring in KRS-One, who we think is one of the leaders, one of the pivotal pioneers of the culture, for a 2-hour intimate hip hop experience. And I'll be honest, it's not for everybody. It's one of those things where culturally, this is a little bit above a VIP at a concert backstage. This is where you're going to get 2 hours, meet and greet. You can be involved in the lecture, question and answer. If you're not aware, KRS-One is one of the top respected lecturers in the world, not just the United States, if you've never seen him. Also going to be a live cipher with 6 Virginia MCs, which we work very hard to pull together. Give some other guys and girls a chance to kind of, up their actual status as well. And then he'll be performing a few of his own songs. So you're talking about a 2-hour experience, very intimate experience right here at Victory Rivers. Friday night starts at 11:30. He'll be here from 11:30 to 1:30. And it's going to be something you guys don't want to miss. Tickets are on Eventbrite. We're also selling tickets at our Gourmet Burger Bistro location on High Street in Churchton, as well as our location here at Victory Rivers, 1915 Victory Boulevard. And that'll be Friday.
Okay, and you say from 11 to 1, is that 11 a.m.?
So it's from 11:30 p.m. This is really a Friday night hip-hop dive. The patio will be looking like the Bronx, Selden Avenue in 1973. Break dancers, graffiti. We're going back to the Bronx to really make this, something that we can remember for a long time.
That sounds nice.
Absolutely.
Okay, and what's the cost for the regular ticket versus VIP?
So the
ticket?
VIP ticket for the patio and full access for all 4 areas is actually $99.
Ooh, I was about to say
99 cents. It's $99. It's on Eventbrite, and we also sell tickets here as well, as I mentioned, and the other Gourmet Burger Bistro. And that $99 I mentioned is 2 full hours of an intimate hip hop experience with KRS-One. So it's well worth it.
Yes.
We also have some other tickets that we decided to scale back that are just some $50 tickets that will actually get you in the door. We'll be streaming live inside. We also have window access. You will be around KRS-One, but you won't be on the patio during the cipher and lecture for the $50 ticket.
Right. And
So
the
it's
patio is nice. That's a whole another
So
vibe.
it's still a good deal, still a good event for 50 years of hip hop. Gives you a chance to be around one of the true pioneers of hip hop.
Okay. Now that sounds really interesting. Guys, y'all make sure you get your tickets now. And then
They're going fast too.
Oh, they are?
Yes, they are. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, you only have a couple of days, so they need to go ahead and get them tickets. Then you have the Cigar and Wine Festival.
And then we have our Cigar and Wine Festival coming up. Now, this is our inaugural Virginia Passata Cigar and Wine Festival. And for those who don't know, Passita, and I said Passata, I'm going to say the Virginia Passita Cigar and Wine Festival. Passita is an acronym that's used largely in the cigar community. It stands for Put Some Smoke in the Air. We want to kind of staple that acronym and kind of tie it to our festival annually. So this will be the inaugural Virginia Passita Cigar and Wine Festival. Will be held right here at Victory Rivers, 1915 Victory Boulevard. We'll actually have a tent connected to the building with the bands under the tent, seating under the actual tent as well. Offered, you can go to Eventbrite and check out the actual tables that are available. We're going to actually have 3 bands. It's going to be 3 bands performing. It's going to be an all-day event. It's going to go from 3 p.m. until 11 p.m. that night. The first band coming up is actually going to be Better by Tuesday, a locally renowned band here. They've sent ripples through the 7 cities. I'm sure most of you have heard of Better by Tuesday. They have a female band that actually morphed out of Better by Tuesday. It was probably my favorite band around right now, called Synergy. And it's Synergy. That's how it's actually spelled. They're just powerful. They're going to be kind of the glue to the whole show. That's why we put them in the middle. So you guys are really going to want to come check them out. They're powerful. After that, Ramanta live with 14 to 16 pieces, of course, and members in the band will be closing out the show that night at 9 o'clock. And then Chris G will end the show, of course, DJing. And during the intermissions of all the artists, Chris G will actually be doing the intermissions and DJing between the intermissions. So we're going to have vendors out, merchandise. This is going to be a beautiful event, beautiful day. It's going to be a tinted event. So we're going to do the wine tasting, Clink. I don't know if you're familiar with Clink. We're actually bringing them out. I can't go retro, but Clink is a locally African-American owned company right here in Hampton Roads, owned by 4 sisters out of Hampton. And they're going to be part of this event as well on September 23rd. So this should be a lot of fun. It's going to be our inaugural Cigar and Wine Festival. We plan on doing this every year. Next year, we'll take it to 2 days. And we'll go from there. I mean, the general admission tickets for that are only $30. So this is an event that everybody can come out to, have a good time. You're not forced to get a table or anything like that if you don't want a table. If you're my age, you want a table because you don't want to stand up. But if you just want to pass through and enjoy some bands for a while and kind of kick it, general admission is just $30. We have tickets on Eventbrite. We also have tickets right here at the restaurant.
Okay.
And then, of course, the table tickets are a little bit different, but they're listed on Eventbrite. Just give an example, a table of 4 is just $200. That's right under the tent in front of the band. And then a table of 6 will be $300. So it's basically $50 a piece at a table under the tent, which provides a rain-free day of entertainment.
Okay, that sounds interesting. Now, I know you said that Victory Rivers is 30 and up. Yes. So even with the events with KRS-One and all that, it's still 30 and up? With
KRS-One, and we are trying to be meticulous about the way we handle our ticket sales, because that's something that's kind of hard to control, to be honest with you. We're just going to be monitoring at the door very carefully. If, let's say, for example, somebody my age came with their son and their son is 25 years old and this is hip hop and they're with them, then of course we're going to manage that situation on the spot. Right. We're not going to let groups of 21 years old to see KRS-One, and no disrespect to young kids because I have a few myself, but I don't even think they want to come to an event like this, to be honest with you. We don't really play the music that they like. Hopefully one day we'll get 360 and they'll end up liking this music and becoming more educated about hip hop. Right. Okay. So tell us, we talked about the cigars. We talked about the events you have going on and coming up. Tell us about the food. Talk about the food a little bit. What's y'all house specialty? Oh, man. So the food. And I'll just start off by saying I'm not only part owner of Victory Rivers Burger Bistro. I'm also a customer. I just want to make sure we're clear. I lived for this food for 8 years. before any of this took place.
Okay.
It's a staple in Church and has been open for almost 10 years.
Okay.
The owners, Major and Erica Mahoney, are good friends of mine.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been knowing Major for a good amount of years.
Two majors.
It's two majors. That's why I said this was something that was destined to happen for us to be able to put this together and flow as good as we do together. I think it was partially destiny. But I was addicted to the food.
Okay.
So my biggest fear when we started doing this was a kitchen that's not stable.
Right.
You know, I'm a consumer, and I always try to look at it from a consumer standpoint.
Exactly.
One of the things me and my wife can't stand is going to a restaurant where we enjoy the food, we love the food, and we end up coming back a month later and the food tastes completely different. That just bothers us. So that was something that we never wanted to be involved in if we can help it.
Right.
So really, honestly, having a conversation with Major and the Gourmet Burger Bistro, my wife encouraged it. I really was kind of nervous about doing it because I had so much respect for the brand. Right. But I ended up doing it. And when they agreed and they allowed us to actually come into their family and for us to partner like this, it really took us to another level. Because that is the staple of the actual Victory Rivers Burger Bistro. Right. Our foundation is that food. Right. The fact that you can come and get that food and entertainment and that level of drinks and have the ability to come through the doors and actually smoke a cigar and relax and watch the game or entertainment, those are just caveats.
Right. So what is house favorite as far as the restaurant? What do most customers?
That, didn't you? So house specials, I think most people know we have one burger that's ranked 22nd in the country. That's the Major's Way. Okay. That's a namesake burger. Now it was named, actually Major had his name on that burger before we ever came together. Okay. We had a ceremony one night where he actually indoctrinated my name onto the burger as well. I said it here today. Yes, he did. So the Major's Way is both of our burgers now.
Oh, that's right.
All right. So thank you, Major. Thank you. All right. But that's probably our number one burger. So people come looking for burgers. They come looking for wings. Right. And
the
wings are, I'm telling, this is a true story. I was somewhere last night. I'm not going to say where I was at, but I was somewhere last night supporting another company during the grand opening, and just overheard a conversation about wings. And it was 4 people talking. And the girl, who do you think have the best wings? And the first 2 people said restaurants I didn't know anything about. I was in another municipal. It wasn't Portsmouth. I was in Hampton, to be honest. Right. So I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna get involved in that. And that third person said, have you had the Gourmet Burger Bistro wings? I heard that. And I'm like, oh, I just didn't even get it, but I smiled. You know what I mean? Because we're in Hampton. Right. And for us to send ripples over there, it's a lot of wing spots out there. Yeah. But I know for a fact, my partner, Major, has the magic hand. Yeah. And when it comes to sauces and his gift of taste, there's not many that compare to him. Yeah. And I say that as a consumer, not as a partner. This is not a
now the wings are
the sticky
good.
Wing concoction. Yes. Everything wing concoction are things that will not be duplicated and are things that have people coming from DC. You follow me? Good. Stopping in saying, I had to come get these wings. Now we're going to the beach. You follow me? So that alone, and the burgers again. The burgers are a staple. Our Empire Burger, that's ribeye steak, butcher cut. You follow me? Our P-Town Burger, which is a namesake, the Portsmouth Burger, is the burger with the egg on it. That's one of our top sellers as well.
I had that one, but I had it as a turkey burger.
Got you. And all of our burgers, you can do as a turkey burger, which is another caveat. We also offer vegan as well with our Beyond Burger.
Ooh, it was so good.
We also have the Jasmine Rice Bowls, and that's the last thing I said about them. The Jasmine Rice Bowls are outstanding.
I had that with the crab cake.
Absolutely, you can go. That's my favorite. To be honest, if you anybody that comes, they ask me what my favorite meal here is. It's the Kennedy. And that will be the Jasmine Rice Bowl with the vegetables, the shrimp, the chicken, with the crab cake laid on top.
Yep,
that's my absolute favorite. It's the Kennedy. It's a shareable meal. Yes. Unless I'm hungry. Yes. That's just it.
Okay, so is there anything else you want to let us know about Major Wiggins? What else do you have going on other than Victory Rivers? Well, any other businesses? Because I know you're a businessman.
Well, right now, of course, I've been into exterminating for years, for almost 30 years. So right now, I'm a partner in Lofton Exterminating. Okay. My partner, D'Angelo Lofton, is out there right now doing everything he can to make this company go to the top. He does it every day. Have a great staff. So if anybody ever needs any termite or pest control needs, definitely follow me on Facebook. Follow Lofton Exterminating, reach out to it. I think we're the best small exterminating company in the 7 cities.
Okay.
And that's what the people say. So I'm going.
I know that's right. You go with the
I'm going with
people.
the people on that one.
Okay. Well, I enjoyed talking to you, and I love Victory Rivers. Everything. Y'all have to come out here and check out Victory Rivers. When I say the vibe, there's no one here now because we're here early, but even the vibe is still like, okay, I'm chilling. I'm feeling sexy and grown. Yes, but
Go get you a cigar.
but everybody, make sure y'all come out here and check them out. What's like your busiest day?
I'll say the busiest days right now are Wine With Me Wednesdays, which is a huge day,
Oh.
a concept really built for professional wine drinkers. We provide free wine for an hour and a half to 2 hours every Wednesday.
Okay, y'all heard, don't you?
Every Wednesday. Huge day. We have DJ Chris G, who also comes out on Wednesday. He's one of the locally renowned DJs, probably one of the best, been around about 30 years in the area. He comes out on Wednesday as well. Fridays, we go Friday Night Live, where we have bands about 90% of the times, depending on the weather. Very eclectic collection of bands, everything from jazz to reggae to R&B. Saturdays, we do a very nice karaoke night sponsored and DJ by S2. Has a great following of singers. I warn you, if you come to Victory Rivers to sing on a Saturday, you might want to put on your singing hat because we do some singing out here. So those particular 3 nights are really event type nights, nice crowds. For my smokers and just people like to sit back and chill like myself, I'd say Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, come on by. We're open from 5 to 9. It's always a chill time just to smoke, catch the games, watch a good movie. You can even kick back and play some spades if you like. But those are the nights where you can kind of just sit back and relax, enjoy your smoke, enjoy your wine, and just enjoy some incredible service here at Victory Rivers.
Okay. So do you guys do Sunday brunches?
The Sunday brunch right now is located at the Bistro on High Street.
Okay.
And right now, I don't want to come in. That thing is just a beautiful beast.
Okay.
It's been rolling now for going on 10 years. It's listed the #1 brunch in the 7 cities. We don't want to do anything to affect that.
Okay.
We will be doing football Sunday. We're working on the concepts right now.
Okay.
For our football Sundays. I will put this out there. We'll be open on Sunday starting the first week of football season at 12 o'clock.
Okay.
So from 12 to 1, we'll be doing a happy power hour from 12 to 1. So you're going to want to get here early on Sundays to get involved at happy hour. We're going to give out raffle tickets. We're at halftime of the first game. You can win jerseys, hats, football paraphernalia that you can wear to the game. So get ready to come on out for a nice football season here at Victory Rivers.
Okay. So you guys heard it here first. Victory Rivers. Don't forget to get your tickets for KRS-One. Don't forget your tickets for Cigar and Wine. Everything is on Eventbrite, correct?
Absolutely.
On Eventbrite. So you guys going up there and come on out, enjoy the food, enjoy the company, do some networking, and enjoy the whole vibe. And so this is Miss Go Get Away Again in the podcast, sitting here with Mr. Major Wiggins of Victory Rivers. We gotta see you soon. Come on out here. Say that address one more time before we go.
Victory Rivers Burger Bistro. We're at the corner of Victory and George Washington Highway. We're connected to the Planet Fitness right there behind the Wendy's. Our address is 1915 Victory Boulevard, Portsmouth, Virginia.
Okay, so you're 30 and up. We should see you here soon.